And in that year, what have we learned since?
Well, quite a lot about Hunter's lifestyle, which is where I'm going to start before I get onto the more nitty-gritty stuff we can get.
Okay.
So, here's an article from the Daily Mail. Hunter's search history reveals his obsession with porn and sex fantasies, including 18 years old, lonely widow, which is a bit ironic given his relationship with his brother's widow, and MILF crack cocaine porn. He uploaded his own amateur videos and texted a Pornhub link to phone listed in his contacts as dad.
It wasn't his own amateur video he sent to his dad, was it?
I really hope not, but I don't think
we
it
don't
was.
know, yeah.
So yeah, I'm going to read some of the bullet points from this as well, which the Daily Mail says warning graphic content. And feel free, John, to scroll down to some of the pictures if you really want to horrify the poor audience.
There's a comment here, actually. Jordan says, "Oh my God, the fact that you even need a not safe for work warning before getting into this says it all." Yeah.
So there you scroll down, John. There is something even more horrific. So yeah, this is the kind of thing that there's Hunter in the corner talking to some EFOT, I presume.
Of questionable age, I would say.
Yeah. And here's his internet search history, which...
Oh no, we get to see Hunter's internet. That's harsh.
I almost feel a bit bad. Although he's obviously a terrible person. It's like an unwritten rule that you never release another man's internet search history. So yes, apparently out of the 281 websites found in his search history, over 6 days, 98 were pornographic, the Daily Mail says. So yes, clearly a very moral man.
Yeah, he seems to be weirdly obsessed with porn.
Mm-hmm. So,
Mom agrees to suck off her ... I wonder what that is.
So, if you can believe it, it gets a lot worse. So here's a New York Post article. Hunter Biden attributes his penis obsession to body dysmorphia.
Well, really?
Hunter Biden has said his obsession with naked selfies was a result of body dysmorphia, according to a rambling screed found in the notes on his hard drive. I love to be reassured that my 9-inch, very big penis was actually big. It may sound funny to you, but it's body dysmorphia. I know my penis is almost twice the size of an average man's penis, the First Son wrote on July 12, 2018. The note was found in the hard drive of a laptop Biden left at a Delaware computer store in April 2019.
I have body dysmorphia about my giant penis. Okay?
This is very much painting a picture, if you didn't have it already, of a very strange man.
Yeah.
So it's also worth mentioning that he doesn't get along well with Jill Biden,
really?
who is his stepmother. So
did he try and shag her?
I don't think so.
Yeah, you say
I wouldn't be surprised. Yeah. So this is titled, Go F Yourself. Hunter Biden called Jill Biden a vindictive moron and blasted her teaching skills in foul-mouthed argument over rehab. So I think it was in 2018. In one text to his late brother Beau's widow, Hallie, whom he was romantically involved with at the time, Hunter referred to Jill as a selfish, silly, entitled C-word.
Well, I mean, probably true.
He also admitted he had told now First Lady to go F herself and ridiculed her teaching skills during a row just after Christmas in 2018. The bitter showdown came as Hunter's penchant for crack cocaine and wild sex sessions with cool girls was reportedly spiralling out of control. Text messages appeared to show that Jill, 71, supported Hallie, 47, in pushing for him to seek inpatient rehab treatment, which, to be fair, is a perfectly reasonable thing to suggest.
Mm-hmm.
Most of the texts were found on the iPhone backup, which was recently leaked.
Right.
So, there's also the case of him fathering children who he refuses to take responsibility for.
What a great guy.
Hunter Biden's baby mama, I don't know what that term means, it's very American sounding, sent him a message begging him to see their love child before being removed from his payroll, which is pretty vindictive if you...
What a horrible person.
Yeah. Hunter Biden's baby mama, whatever that is, sent him a heartbreaking text message begging him to meet their daughter a month before he angrily had her taken off the company's payroll. Hunter's former lover and employee, London Roberts, 31, wrote the pleading text to President Joe Biden's son in October 2018, less than 2 months after their baby, Navy Joan Roberts, was born. In the message, exclusively obtained by the Sun, ex-stripper Miss Roberts told Hunter, 52, that she understood he wanted nothing to do with the decision I've made, but she added, the door is always open for you in the baby's life. Just a month later, Hunter instructed his personal assistant to get Miss Roberts off the payroll and health insurance plan at his now defunct law firm, Owasco PC. Miss Roberts' attorney claimed in March this year that Hunter has never met nor expressed any interest in meeting the now 3-year-old Navy.
Right. So he had an illegitimate child with a stripper 20 years his junior.
Mm-hmm.
What a guy.
And somehow the stripper comes off much better than he does in that she's just like,
Yeah.
well, the door's always open if you want to see your daughter.
She seems to be mature about this.
Yeah.
And he seems to be a dick about it.
Well, yeah, you'd think that this supposedly successful businessman would be a bit more responsible, wouldn't you?
I mean, it's not like he's going to be strapped for cash. We know we know how much money you've got, Hunter.
Mm-hmm.
And we know where it comes from. You absolute scumbag.
Mm-hmm. So, talking of scumbags...
so, like, just say, right,
okay.
like, all of the private stuff up until this point is just gross, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's not bad, you know, but this is where it actually starts getting bad, right? Okay, you've actually got responsibilities as a father. What are you can do? Well, I'm going to cut them off and make sure they don't have any money, actually. I'm not going to see my daughter because I'm scum.
You can say that a lot of the stuff is maybe harming mostly himself and a few of the people around him. But this is directly vindictive and grossly irresponsible.
Yeah.
So this next one is pretty horrific too. So Hunter Biden's leaked images reveal paedophilic activities. So Hunter Biden's iCloud account was hacked by the online forum 4chan on the weekend, supposedly making available various files on the iPhone and iPad belonging to the son of the US president. Data leaked from Hunter Biden's phone revealed inappropriate photos of him with underage girls, correspondence and images of drug and gun use.
I take it we're not going to show any of that.
No, of course not.
Good.
So I was just going to read the headline, but yes, it exists. People on the internet have seen this. I didn't want to look it up, so I can't verify it.
I have seen pictures like on Twitter of Hunter Biden posing with what looks like, you know, some Asian girl in a bikini, but she's like 9 or something.
She's really wouldn't small. Surprise me. Yeah.
And Hunter Biden's like, I mean, I don't know how true it is, whether the photo's faked or whatever, but it's just one of those things I'm like, right, okay, gross, moving on. I don't want to know.
It's not exactly out of keeping with his character.
No, I could totally believe it.
So, moving on to the next thing, we've got payments here from Hunter Biden's account, and these are
the prostitutes.
Mostly prostitutes, yeah, although there are also fellow Biden family members as well.
Right, okay.
But yes, you can just tell from lots of the names of the people there that
Naomi
they sound...
Biden, Finnegan Biden, and then
I don't think they're the prostitutes.
Yeah. Yeah. Daniela Calais.
Yeah, these don't sound like real names, do they?
No.
They kind of sound like pseudonyms for ladies of the night. That's what it sounds like to me. So it's also worth looking at the fact that the alleged laptop leaker claims that China offered the Mulan star Liu Yifei to Hunter Biden as a sex bribe. So there is that as well.
Okay.
So this seems... I don't know how they could basically offer him a concubine. I know that's something that is traditional in China, but...
Yeah, and it's the Chinese Communist Party. I don't think they care. Well, they're going to be like, well, it's against their human rights.
I suppose.
Like, what are they going to say?
But more logistically, like, who was it offering this? It's not entirely clear to me who it was.
Well, it's going to be some official in the Chinese government. As they say there, you know, who's offering the star as a sex bribe.
Very weird. But anyway.
I can't believe he turned it down.
I know. He didn't want anything stable.
That's awful.
Why would he want a relationship when he can just pay women to...
Yeah. Yeah. I pay my prostitutes very well. Thank you very much.
So another prominent thing that everyone has pointed out is that Hunter seems to have his dad saved as Pedo Peter in his contacts. So here's a group chat. So we've got Maisie Biden, Naomi Biden, Geo Biden, Finn, and Pedo Peter, which is Joe. I don't know why he's referring to his dad with that name, but it might explain why he's so messed up, to be honest. I don't know.
I mean, it's just...
Only...
didn't one of, was it Biden's daughters or cousins or something like that, in her diary say...
I'm going to get onto that, don't worry.
Yeah, okay.
But yeah, could you imagine ever referring to your own father as a paedophile, even in jest?
No,
it's not something you would even joke about. No. And yet, here he is.
Peter in his phone.
It's just very, very strange. So, on the topic of paedophilia, if we go back to Hunter's search history, not all the way back there. There's a screenshot. If you move back again, there we go. Here we have his search history, and on a pornography site, he's got a search for 12 years old. So if you're being really charitable, maybe he was looking for something that was published 12 years ago. But I don't think that's the case, is it? Let's
That's
be
a
honest.
very charitable interpretation, Josh.
It's not the one I agree with. So yes,
But it is amusing. Like, right, okay, how can we play this off? If you're the White House press correspondent, you're like, right, oh, he was searching for something 12 years ago. It's fine.
he was
don't
looking
worry
for a
about it.
vintage year. That's
Yeah,
what it was.
yeah.
So
God.
this hasn't been lost on Elon Musk, who has made fun of him. We did talk about this in the podcast. So if you can scroll down to the picture, John, there should be one of Elon's post here. If you scroll up for the text, Hunter Biden every time he buys crack and hookers, and obviously a man with a helmet full of GoPros.
And other
And
cameras.
yes. This is obviously making fun of him for recording pretty much every wrongdoing he's done.
Yeah.
It seems really stupid.
Yeah, I mean, he's filmed himself committing a lot of crime.
I know. I mean, if you're going to commit a crime, at least have the intelligence not to incriminate yourself with evidence that you've done it.
Okay, fine. It's all on your laptop. Don't just leave your laptop in some shop, you moron.
It's just ridiculous. So
But he clearly just feels that he's never going to be brought to justice for any of this, which is obviously
apparently so,
gonna
yeah.
be the case.
To watch the full video, please become a premium member at lotuseaters.com.